And then I will share my screen with you guys so you can see my slides. All right. All right, guys, so you should be able to see the picture of our Dream Team Monday Night Weekly call. Guys, good evening. Let me see who's on tonight. If you just want to say hello, go into the chat bar there. Just type in there. I see everybody's just starting to get on. So make sure you go into the team page, tag your coaches, make sure they know that we have a live call tonight. I know people tend to come on as the evening gets going. But if this is your first call, I want to welcome you. My name is Melanie Mitro, and I am a 3-time 15-star diamond coach and the 2014 and 15 top coach. And we host these Monday night team calls every single week. We very rarely miss a week. So you can plug into the same link, the same phone number every single week. You guys can come in and check out our topic. So here, wait, it's saying that our stuff is disabled. So let me just go in here and fix whatever the problem is tonight, since that seems to be having some issues this evening. Okay, let's see. Disable attendee, no. It should, let's see, audio options. Let's see. Hang on, guys. Hi, video panel, audio options, video settings. I don't know why it's doing that. Tonight, it just wants to be difficult with us for whatever reason. And I don't really know why. Well, use the Q&A bar tonight, guys. So if you have a question, that's where you're going to have to ask it. Wait, here we go. Allow viewer chat. Yay! All right, try it now. See if it works, guys. Let me hear some. Yay! All right, we got it. Good evening, guys. All right, sorry about that. Oh, there we go. There's life. There's life on the other side. All right. So anyways, let's get back to our announcement. So Kendra is speaking with us tonight. We're on week 3 of our series of running effective challenge groups. And so tonight with Kendra, she's going to talk to us on developing relationships with customers, which she's very good at. And I've learned just through working with Kendra, through doing our one-on-one calls, that she has taken this business that she was invited to partner sort of with or work with her current boss. And she sort of is the face of this business. And he's going to be really sad when she leaves, because she does all of like the face-to-face social developing relationships. And I can tell she's really passionate about that. And so that's really transferred into her Beachbody business. And she's been able to really not only find some amazing coaches to join her team, but she has been able to just build an amazing business that is based on these wonderful relationships that she builds. And she truly, truly cares about everybody that's a part of her team, everybody that's in her challenge groups. She goes over and above to really provide excellent quality customer service. And that shows because her stability is there. Her business is thriving and she's doing a great job with it. And she's very in tune with that. So she's going to share a little bit about that this evening with you guys. So if you haven't gotten a chance to go back and listen to the first 2 calls of this series, they're excellent, excellent calls. Last week we had a panel of coaches on, and they did an amazing job at sharing about their challenge groups and how they keep people motivated. And the week before, I talked a little bit about challenge groups. So we've had an awesome time, and I hope you guys have gone out since last week. And I'd love to know, like, what have you implemented? Do you feel like your challenge groups are coming back to life again? Do you feel like you're excited about doing groups again? I would love to just sort of hear the success that you guys are having. Also, I created a file in the Dream Team Facebook page for resources related to challenge groups. So people that are doing a point system, or that have like little images that they're uploading into their challenge groups for accountability or for points. I've created an album for you guys to just add your resources in there too, so we can share them back and forth. So Leah did a Zoom call on meal planning. She shared that with one of my training groups last week, and they loved it. I thought that was a fabulous idea. Another really, really good one. So yeah, I hope you guys are using those and implementing them and having some success. So I'm excited to keep that going. So before we kind of jump in and talk about Kendra's topic for the night, let's just do a couple of announcements. So if you are going to Summit and you have not registered for a track yet through Summit, you need to register, or you need to cancel your ticket if you're not going, because there are people on a wait list right now that they cannot release those people off the wait list because these people have bought a ticket, but they haven't selected a track. So they don't know if these people are actually coming or not. And if we can find out who is and who isn't coming, then everybody can attend Summit that wants to get there. So there's sort of an issue there. So please encourage and pass the word along. Make sure your coaches have registered for their Summit track or they've canceled their tickets. That's really important. Secondly, we have a Facebook page, a closed page that's related just to the coaches from our organization that are going to Summit. And so that's going to be where our kind of coordination is going to happen. Also, I am creating shirts for our team. They're going to be Dream Team Nashville shirts. I actually just started the process of designing them. So, somebody just asked me over the weekend if I was going to have a shirt. I will be getting that information out to you. You can look for that in that Facebook page over the next week and a half. So you can get your shirts. I would like to have them all shipped to people so that I don't have to take them to Summit and I don't have to pass them out when we get there, because that was awful last year. I did not want to have to do that again. And so then we'll just wear them on Friday for the first day of general session. So we sort of all kind of match. We can find each other in the crowd and we can say hi, we can snap pictures together, and it'll be a really good time. But it'll be just something we can do as a team. Thursday, we still are on for Tequila Cowboys. By Friday, the link will be up to purchase a ticket so that you can attend that event on Thursday afternoon. It's sort of our meet and greet, our team get together, our kickoff to Coach Summit. Also, the week after Summit is Super Saturday. So I just want to get it on your radar now. I know it's in August, but it's not too early to start thinking about if you want to host a Super Saturday in your area. Get the location picked and chosen, especially if you need to find a church or you need to find a gymnasium or you're going to use a hotel. It's wedding season, so don't wait until it's too late to find a venue to host your event. If you're small, you have a small local team, local coaches. I have hosted Super Saturdays in my living room before, where I've just had people over and we put the PowerPoint presentation up on the big screen and we do Super Saturdays, as a small group. So it's summertime, do a pool party, have people over, have some margaritas, enjoy the fun in the sun, right? For Super Saturday. So it's kind of the sky is the limit there. Also, it's important that those of you that are diamond coaches, diamonds and above, that you have checked your elite report. So you now get a report from Team Beachbody. It's in your My Business tab. It's under my qualification status, and you'll see your elite report. And it comes out the first full week of every single month. So you got it on Friday, and you just need to go in, look at the report. You can see where you're ranked in the company. You can see how many points you have towards Premier and Elite. And Elite 10, it's a good gauge of your business. It helps you to sort of project and plan if you have on your radar to be an elite or premier coach this upcoming year, or even shooting for Elite 10. So take some time to ask questions about that report, meet with your sponsor coach to have them explain it to you a little bit more. If you do have it on your radar to be an elite or premier coach, I would encourage you to get plugged into one of our premier elite groups that we have running right now to help you sort of plan and game plan for that. But if you're not yet a diamond coach, before you can get into an elite and premier coach group, you need to be a diamond. So that sort of is your next step in that process. So kind of set that bar to get there. One of the things that we're doing this month to sort of help you guys get to the point where you're starting to build your business, right? There are a lot of coaches that are just starting out. And it's funny because, the sky is really the limit. And I say that with all honesty. There are people that come in to Beachbody as a new coach in the first half of the year, and they end the year as a premier coach or an elite coach because they're driven, they're very passionate about their business, they're very consistent, they work extremely hard, and they make it happen because they're relentless, in their pursuit of building a business. Other coaches come in and they don't necessarily have as much free time or the ability to be able to pour in extra hours, which would be me. That was, I have two small kids at home, so I had to do my best that I could with the time that I did have. But the first milestone of my business as a new coach was getting to Emerald. And so the month of May, we're doing this Emerald raffle. And so I've pinned it in the Dream Team and in my personally sponsored coach page. I've pinned the video that explains the Emerald raffle. But I just want to have fun. And I want to kind of give some cool prizes away. I've got some Dream Team shirts. I'm going to let you guys pick the personal development book of your choice. I've got some swag that I've picked up at previous Beachbody events that's like, Beachbody apparel. One says Beachbody Coach, one's a P90X3 shirt. I've got some selfie sticks that I have pulled together, and I'm going to do 10 prizes. So coaches that advance in rank, and this is really important, it can't be a repeat. Like, you can't have been Emerald a year ago and come back, or even last month. It has to be a brand new Emerald coach starting from last Thursday until June 1st. If you're a brand new Emerald coach, you will qualify. Your name's going to go into the raffle. And I have a list, and you need to put your name on the list in the Dream Team, the large Dream Team page. It's in the files section. You need to add your name there, because I'm going to pull 10 names live on June 2nd, and you are going to win one of these 10 prizes for advancing your business to Emerald. And then every day, you guys will be seeing and have been seeing resources to help you with inviting people to the business, with transitioning customers into coaches, getting your new coaches started right. You're going to be seeing that sort of stuff coming and dripped from other leaders within the organization for the entire month of May. So Emerald really is the first step. You unlock the compensation plan. You are eligible for team cycle bonus. You can begin to build your business towards diamond. You're really moving yourself forward towards building a business. And for those of you that are brand new, you know that your number one goal is to run a challenge group, is to get 3 to 5 customers, to support people in reaching their fitness goals by matching them up with a fitness program that meets their needs. But the second way to really take that income and create residual income is by building a team of people that not just consume the products every month, but that also are passionate about helping other people achieve their goals. And so when you begin creating a team, it creates volume, which is what counts for that residual income. And that's where you really start to see the growth happening within people's organizations. So it's important that you make this milestone something that's timely, something that's somewhat urgent. You sort of give yourself a little bit of pressure. And to be truthful with you, you can be an Emerald coach within the first week of being a Beachbody coach. If you think about it, right? You've got a best friend that wants to join a challenge group with you. Your husband wants to drink Shakeology. People keep asking you to try it before they buy it. You can sign up a spouse. You can buy a challenge pack with a 3-day refresh and Shakeology packets. You can do the refresh and you can sell the packets for $5. And your spouse is a coach. You can buy anything extra underneath of them, and they become a placeholder, and your best friend becomes a challenger in your first success story, right? My mom was one of my first coaches. My sister-in-law was one of my first coaches. So, it's easy. It is easy to get to Emerald. Then from there, it's transitioning customers into coaches and inviting people to join your business. So that's the point of May, is to sort of have fun, share ideas, celebrate success. If a coach on your team advances to Emerald, shout them out in the team page. Make sure make sure everybody goes in and congratulates one another, because that's so important. Recognition is a big part of what we do as a team. All right, I'm done rambling on that piece. Let's go over here and let's just talk about, there's a sneak peek that's happening next Monday, the 23rd through the 25th. I also know that there are a lot of leaders in my organization that run their own sneak peek events, and they're doing their own thing. So if your upline has an event, please don't request to join mine. But if your upline is not running sneak peeks events, they're not doing calls, business opportunity calls, if you're sort of hanging out there by yourself with no guidance, or you're my coach, you're inviting to this group, right? So it's 3 days. It's Monday through Wednesday. There's going to be a live business opportunity call on Wednesday, May 25th at 9 p.m. All the details are in the Facebook group. I will post this image along with the link to join the Facebook group into the team page after the call tonight. So I just want to give you that heads up. That's a place to plug people into. And the next Coach University will start on June 6th. All right, so let's give a shout out, guys, to our Success Club 5 coaches. So these are the coaches that have achieved Success Club 5 or higher in the month of May already. So guys, congratulations. You already have qualified for leads as long as you've got your Shakeology on Home Direct, you're a paid club member, you're an Emerald coach, you will be getting leads. If this is your first month as a coach, you're qualified for Success Starters. So your first 3 consecutive months as a coach, you can earn a free summit ticket. So if this is you, congratulations. You guys are moving your business forward. I'm really proud of you guys for making it a point to get it out of the way right at the beginning of the month. And then don't worry about it, right? You can move on and you can really start to think about recruiting and building your business. All right. So this is our second page of Success Club 5 All-Stars. If you know somebody, make sure you give them a shout out. And then these are the coaches that have hit Success Club 10 or higher. So Kelly Mulholland is our top Success Club point earner right now. She's got 26 Success Club points. So congratulations, girl. It's pretty awesome. And Brett Cortell has 25, and Jenny Nate has 22, Krista Meyer 22. And so what's the difference between 5 and 10? Number one, it's the number of people you help. Number 2, you have more success stories. You have more people that are going to potentially go out and spread the word about what you're doing and bring more people into your business. You're going to find great, amazing coaches through this process. So the more, the better, the more you can handle, the better, because that's just faster success for you in your business. And then the coaches that have recruited the most number of new coaches in the past week, Jolie Bilahovlik. I'm sure I said it wrong, but congratulations with 6 new coaches. Amanda Murphy, Tyler, Kelly, all had 5 new coaches. Anne, Shesman, Caitlin, and Maria all had 4 new coaches in the last 7 days. So congrats, guys, for being our top recruiters of the week. And then last but not least, our top producers. So coaches who achieved 500 personal volume points. That comes from their personal orders and customer orders, not coaches. This Sina Williams that had 1,320 personal volume points last week, and she also gave birth to a baby girl last week too. So I'd say that's pretty incredible. That's pretty impressive. Jenny Nate, 1,125 personal volume points. Brett is 1,095. So good job, guys. It's pretty awesome stuff. Keep up the good work. I don't know about you, but I've always made it my personal goal to be on these boards because that meant I was growing my business. It meant that I was, at least hitting the minimum to me was always 500. So once I got really good, I started to aim for 1,000, and nobody told me I had to do it, but I just pushed myself and created that own sense of urgency, and it worked really, really well. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Alrighty, so I'm going to turn it over. Oh, I got Chrysanthi on there too. Somehow she became a panelist. Hold on, I'll take you off. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that you were there. Alrighty, so I'm going to switch it over. I'm going to let Kendra take over the call. She is our featured guest tonight. She's a Star Diamond from California. She's a mom, and she's got twins, right? You've got twins, and then two more. Mm-hmm. Okay, 2 more. And Kendra, you found me through my blog, right? Wasn't that how you found me? And so Kendra's just a sweetheart, and I just truly enjoy working with her. She's got a heart of gold, and she's probably the happiest person I've ever met in the entire world. She just, every time I talk to her, I feel 1,000 times better. And she's just always been on fire with the business. And she was like, you were no social media when you started coaching, like none at all. I was like, Kendra, you have to post on Facebook. Like, you can't build this business unless it took her a while to get going. But once she did, and she's always loved what she's done, but now she's just on fire, and she's just has this magnetic energy, and people just love her, and she does a great job. So I'm gonna let her share a little bit about her and let her take over. So go ahead, I'm gonna mute myself. You're good.
All right. Thank you all so much. Melanie, thanks for having me. It's so great to be on with you all. I love these calls on Monday night. And what a treat for Melanie to ask me to share. And as Melanie started to share, yes, I'm a mom. I'm in my 40s. I have 4 teenagers, all in high school. So my life is kind of crazy. I am or have been a working mom, and because of this business and what I've been called to do and the ability that it's given me, I have now cut back. I work 1 day a week outside the home, and then Beachbody and health and fitness coaching the rest of the time. So if any of you are sitting out there saying, I don't know how I'm possibly going to do this, I'm super busy, I work, I'm here to tell you it's possible. Yes, I have 4 teenagers. They all play competitive sports, so we are gone lots of weekends. And if you know teenagers, they're just busy and have their own lives. And so I'm an example of a really full life and still being able to build a Beachbody business. And yes, I even had another strike against me when I started. I had no Facebook account whatsoever. So when I joined, I'm thinking, I'm going to build a business on Facebook, which I don't have. So how is that possibly going to work? So like Melanie said, she would tease me. She's like, get on, get posting. It's the only way you're going to do it. And that kind of leads into what I'm here to talk about tonight, is how to creatively grow your business by connecting with people. So you can imagine that for me, I wasn't on social media. So my way of connecting with people has always been more of the old-fashioned way of connecting face-to-face, connecting on the phone. That was how I built relationships and kept relationships. I've lived across the country, in different parts of the country. So I live in California. I grew up in California, but in my 20s and 30s, I lived other parts of the country. So I have friends all over, but I still was never on Facebook. And so this is a huge part of who I am. And I feel like I've kind of figured out how to use what are some of my gifts to grow my business. And so that's kind of what I'm here to share about. The last couple calls over the last couple weeks have been so amazing about how to have really strong challenge groups. And I just kind of want to back up before you get a challenge group, or before you get a challenge group going, and even while you are leading a challenge group, how important it is to connect with people. If you don't connect with others, you're not going to be able to have a challenge group. And if you don't connect while you're leading a challenge group, it's going to be really hard to sustain customers and to grow coaches from your challenge group. So that's kind of what I want to focus on today. So the first thing, which I love, this isn't in preset mode, so let me do that. Okay. First thing I love this quote because it's so perfect for me. To make a difference in someone's life, you don't have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care. And why I love this is because I feel like, in fact, I was joking with, I'm in this group with 3 of my closest friends who happen to be Beachbody coaches as well. And so we connect all the time together, challenge each other with our businesses. And I was just joking a couple hours ago, like, I feel like I'm glad I'm talking about connecting, because that's something I feel like I have gifts in. So many other parts of the business, the technology part, the creating banners and things like that, I'm so not good at. And I know we're not supposed to say that, because this business is all about taking us out of our comfort zone and helping us to grow in areas that we're not naturally strong in. So I'm doing that. But I love the fact that we don't have to be perfect to make a difference in people's lives. We just have to care. So remember that as you try really hard to not compare yourself to other coaches in the business. I know that we often naturally do. So I just want to encourage you that you don't have to have it all figured out. Find what you're good at, strengthen that, use that for your business, and then gather people around you that can help you with the other stuff. Okay, first thing I kind of want to talk about, oh gosh, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. Okay, let's just do that. I want to talk about the importance of connecting with others. We all know that connecting, inviting, meeting people is the foundation. It's the key to our business. If we're not meeting new people, if we're not building relationships, then we're not going to have a business. But I want to share about kind of the changing point in my business was when I really started to take, again, what my gift was in really reaching out to people and connecting with people and using that to help my business grow. And that was kind of an organic, natural thing. I think what really changed my business is that I was consistent over time with really caring about people, and they began to get the message that I was more than just a Beachbody coach. Now, I say that on this call because I am so proud to be a part of Beachbody. I think it's an amazing company. Being able to have the privilege of meeting Carl Deichler and talking to him and knowing leadership, obviously having Melanie as a coach, I feel like I get to see the heart of this company, and it's really genuine, it's authentic. The intent is that we are there, we connect with people, we care with people, and we help change lives. And so for that, I'm so proud of. But I also want to say there's more to me, and I think there's more to so many of you than just being a Beachbody coach. And I think when people began to see that I was consistently more than just about selling Beachbody products or selling a shake, and I was consistent about that over time, then they began to trust me. And so I want to talk about the other thing about connecting with others is that, of course, it's the key to our business. It's the mark of who you are as a person. You can go far in any business pretending to be something that you're not. But I think in this business, you can only sustain yourself for so long if it's really who you are. And I want to give a huge shout out to Melanie about that. We were talking about this morning, that I believe, because I feel like I've gotten to know, I know many of you know Melanie so much better than I do, but over the years I've gotten to know her. And one of the things I love about this team and the Dream Team is that with Melanie, it's what you see is what you get. It is so authentic that she is about caring for others. And I believe that that's the reason she has stayed number one. And yes, our whole team is built on the fact that we genuinely care about others, and we care about making a difference in people's lives. And when we do the right thing and we come alongside people, then we have the longevity, we have the foundation for businesses, and we can sustain it over time. And so it's definitely the mark of who you are as a person, is someone, if you genuinely care about people. I would also say, if you're not in the business of caring about people, then maybe you should consider if this business is right for you. Because again, it's not about making a quick buck fast. It's really about being a part of helping people change their lives. And for many, many, many people, that takes time. It takes time to admit that they've failed with workout programs or with their health and wellness over the years. And they need someone that will stick by them for the long haul. And that's what I believe our team is about. And so in terms of caring and connecting with people, some of you, I know this really comes really easy with you. I've met you at different events, and many of you I haven't met, but you would say, oh yeah, connecting with people is really easy for me. But for some of you, it's not. And I learned that about many of you. And I want to just encourage you tonight that I'm going to talk about some things that, even if you're not the most comfortable reaching out to people and connecting with people, these are things that you can do, even if you find that you're uncomfortable with that. The most important thing is that you be you, that you be authentic, and people want that. And we talk about that all the time on our team calls, but that's what's really important, that you become confident with who you are, whatever those gifts are, and then you reach out and connect with others. And if you are struggling with connecting with others or feeling confident about that, again, we talk about this all the time, personal development is key. So I really encourage you to spend some time really diving into your personal development. A couple of books that I would recommend, and some of them have been talked about before. You're a Badass by Kendra Zeirau. That's a great book. One of my favorites. Another one by Alexis Jones, I Am That Girl. Awesome, great book. And then another one, let me grab this, hysterical. It's called For the Love by Jen Hatmaker. It's hysterical. So if you want a good laugh, but just also a book about not having to be perfect, not having to be like everybody else, just being who you're called to do, and being having your life be about serving others and connecting with others, that's a great book. So some suggestions there if you need it. The other thing is that I believe that we're all a work in progress. And so when we accept that I'm a work in progress, I know that. When I can accept that about myself and then be transparent and authentic about that with others, then they know it's okay, that it's a journey. And when people start to see that, then they've been more open to what I've had to share. And that's really been helpful with growing my business, my team, but most importantly, just connecting with people. One of the cool things about this business is we all have to kind of come up with what's our niche, what are we about? And it's been really, really neat for me. One of my dearest friends and I, we kind of co-coach, which is a whole nother conversation and a whole nother talk, because you don't have to do this job by yourself. And that's my dear friend, one of my coaches, Aaron Kavistad. But we came up with a team name called Team LT, which is Lives Transformed. And our tagline is Lives Transformed from the Inside Out. And again, that goes back to what I previously said about the fact when people know that you really care about who they are from the inside out, not just you're helping, they're helping you grow or make money, then people are much more open to who you are, what you're about, and they want to be a part of it. So let's see here, where are we? I know many of you know about John Maxwell. Such an amazing speaker, he just has so many great things about being people of integrity. And so I read a lot of his stuff, but one of the things that I really wanted to share tonight was what John Maxwell shares about important points of connecting. And I think these are really important to our business, but really important to just who we are as people. Number one, connecting is all about others. If you really want to help others, you need to find out what they want, listen to them, and then serve them. Remember, people are not SC points, and when people feel listened to and valued and understood, then trust is established. And when people trust you, then they will be open to what you have to share with them. And in Beachbody, we talk a lot about inviting is not about selling, it's about sharing. And I love that because we all know how amazing our products are in Beachbody because they actually provide change. They actually work. But we still have to kind of earn the right to share with people and have them listen to what we have to say and believe in what we're sharing with them. And so remember that when we're connecting with people, it's all about them. And connecting requires energy and work. Our goal should be that we always build trust with people. And again, that takes patience and it takes work. And it's showing up time and time and time again. And we all know how important consistency is, consistency in our posts about working out, but also we also need to remember how important it is to consistently check in with people. You may invite somebody to a challenge group and they may not be ready. They may say to you, you know what, I'm on this kick of I'm training for a half marathon and I don't really need your workouts right now. And I want to encourage you to continue to check in with people about whatever it is that they're choosing to do, even if it's not what you're doing, because it shows that over time, they're going to see that you care about what they're doing in their life. You don't just care about them because you think that they might buy from you. And then connectors find common ground. And I love this because our job as coaches is to get to know the people that we are trying to help. And so often we want to just share with them how awesome this new program is, or 22-minute hardcore just came out, or which is a great workout, or whatever kind of the newest thing is. And I get super excited about all the new programs and all the new things that we do. But it's really important if I'm really going to connect with someone to find common ground. And again, that goes back to listening, asking questions, finding out where the person is at, and then finding out how we can offer and find something in common that they can connect with. So important things to remember as you're trying to connect with people and build relationships. And I love this quote: connecting is the ability to identify with people and relate to them in a way that increases your influence with them. And that's exactly what we do. We want to increase our influence with people so that they trust us and then come to us when they're ready to make a change in their life. All right, why connecting is important. People long to know that they matter and that their life is important. That is the number one thing I have learned in my life. The number one thing I have learned as a coach is that people long to know that they matter. And people need to know that you care. I believe deeply that there's an innate longing for all of us, especially the women that I'm trying to reach. I have customers now in my challenge group and have been for the last year that go from age 18 to 75. And I've been trying to figure out what my niche is. And what I'm realizing is that my niche is this, that women spend a lot of time comparing, right? I can say me. We spend a lot of time comparing ourselves to one another. I was talking with a group of our friends, and we were talking about, like, well, how are men and women different when they walk into a party, right? Men walk into a party and they're like checking out where their friends are, and they were ready to go hang out and just chill and drink beer and be together. Women walk into a party, and what's the first thing we do? We look around and see how we compare to everybody else there. And what I've learned by being really open about that is that is something that most women struggle with. And so women tend to be in groups where we want to make ourselves feel better by maybe comparing ourselves to other people or putting other people down. And one of the things that we are trying to do in our challenge groups and create in our challenge groups is an environment where people care about one another. We build each other up. We take, all of us are imperfect human beings, and we support each other as we grow to be in better shape, as we grow to be healthy from the inside out. And that means we're honest about if we have a good day or a not so good day, and nobody is putting each other down or feeling better because they're above someone else. We're just there to support each other. And I am learning that this is something that women from age, I have 15-year-olds, and I have a 16-year-old daughter, and I have friends that have daughters in college, and that is an issue that runs the gamut of all age groups, that women especially need to know that they matter, that their lives are important, and they have value even when they're not perfect. So why else is connecting important? You cannot be about selling all the time if you want to grow your business and connect with people. The most important thing is to listen to people, and I'm going to go into detail about that in just a minute, and encourage people and then support them. And again, this goes to my last point. People are longing to be accepted with their flaws, faults, and fears. And when they feel accepted, then they will trust and be open to you supporting and helping them. I tell you that as soon as I really got this concept, I have watched my business take off. And the comment I keep getting from people is that there's so much more to you than just working out and eating clean. And that's really important for making physical changes in our life. But I really, truly believe that people are longing for more than that. It starts with that, but then they're longing for more. And when people get hold of the fact that we are creating a place for them, then they want to be a part of it. And that's where I've seen my business grow. So how do you connect? So now we've talked about why connecting is important. In the last couple of weeks, we've talked about, like I said, building great challenge groups and how to have great challenge groups. But let's back up one space, and how do you get to the place where you can start a challenge group? So ways to connect. Beachbody talks a lot about forming relationships. Forming is getting to know someone without jumping right into Beachbody and inviting them. You've got to get to know them personally. So you ask questions. We all know this. We've heard this a million times. The F stands for family. Ask them questions about their family, their kids, their marriage. Occupation, of course. What do you do during the day? You work outside the home? Do you work inside the home? Recreation, what do you do for fun? And then share our message, right? That we all know that. One of the things that's also changed my business is just be creative in the way that we connect with people. So that's what I want to do from here on out. Just share with you some of the ways that I've really seen my business grow when I do this. The biggest thing for me, and of course it's for me the way where I feel the most comfortable, is to get out from behind the computer. So much of our business is done through social media, and there are incredible coaches on our team alone who have done such a great job teaching me about social media. I know a lot of you are so much better about that, and you have incredible businesses via social media. But I want to tell you that I believe in my heart that there's nothing that is as strong of a connecting builder as setting up and talking to somebody face to face or over the phone or in person, in whichever way that you can. And I want to tell you, as a busy mom of 4 teenagers, as a working mom, as a wife, I know time is really precious. And yes, setting up face-to-face meetings and talking to people and meeting them for coffee or drinks or lunch or dinner, or setting up a phone call or a Zoom call, that is super time consuming. But I have found that when I've been willing to do that, again, the trust is immediately built and people are so much more open to what I want to share with them because they see my heart and they're able to get to know me better, and I'm able to listen and get to know them better and provide something that meets their needs. So I would encourage you this week to step outside your comfort zone if this is uncomfortable for you, and even if it is, I would encourage you to challenge you to add a face-to-face meeting this week, or a Zoom chat with somebody if you live across the country or your schedules don't match up, but connect with at least 2 or 3 people face-to-face this week, new customers or new coaches or people that you think would be great at coaching, and see what happens in that transaction and see what happens to your business. And if you keep doing this consistently over time, you will begin to have a true, authentic reputation of somebody who cares about people, not about sales, and your sales will automatically increase. So I believe that listening is one of the biggest keys to success in our business and in being a person of integrity and someone who cares. And I just want to talk about a few points really quick that have really helped me with just being a good listener. So much of our business is getting to know people, and in order to connect, you really have to know the person that you're talking to. And so if you're doing a face-to-face, or when you do a face-to-face, whether it's with a customer or a new coach or a potential customer or a potential coach, I want to just give you some of these suggestions for how to be a better listener. And I know a lot of us might say, oh my God, we listen all day. Like, I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this, Kendra. And I will tell you that I actually took a class in the difference between listening and active listening. And it's really incredible what it sends to other people when we are an active listener. I love this quote. It says, the biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. So that goes to my first point, stop talking. I know when I meet with people or I talk to people on the phone or on FaceTime or Zoom chat, whatever, they might say something that I connect with, and I immediately want to go, oh, I totally get it. I so understand what you're talking about. Yes, yeah, no, when I had that, and we want to share our part of the story. 1, because we genuinely care, but 2, because we're excited. And I want to encourage you to stop talking in those moments. And I've had to practice this because I get really excited. But when you're not talking, then you can listen and you hear what people are really saying. And it really sends a message that what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and what they're experiencing really matters. And again, that builds immediate trust. The second point I want to talk about is prepare yourself to listen. So I can, being kind of a busy mom and having a busy life, when I schedule my face-to-face or when I talk on the phone, I can often be like running in from something that I've just done with my kids. And so I get on the phone or I get to the coffee shop and I want to we just kind of jump right in. Hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And I am not coming as a relaxed person. So remember, all of these things I've learned by the process of making mistakes, but I'm learning how to do this better. When you are meeting with a potential customer or a potential coach, there's often fear or concern, like, what is this? I'm interested in this, but I'm not sure about it. And the best way to really get to know somebody and connect with them is to create an environment that's relaxed, where it's evident that you're going to listen and hear them out. And that goes into our third point, is that when you do that, then you put the speaker at ease. Your goal is to get to know the person that you're talking to. You want to know what their fears are. You want to know what their failures are. So often in these conversations, what's going to come out is, I've been hesitant to contact you because I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm going to fail again. Or I've gained 50 pounds, or whatever their struggle has been. And in order for someone to come out and say that, they need to be put at ease. And so your job is to come in, my job is to come in, to be relaxed, to just be ready to listen and absorb what somebody is going to share with you. And it's such a privilege. I try to think of my one-on-ones or my personal time with people as really a privilege to get to know someone new in my life, because I really strongly believe that every person has a story, and what a privilege it is to be able to hear that story and be able to support someone in their journey and be a part of their life story. I think that's really quite a privilege. The next thing I would encourage you to do is to remove distractions. So a lot of us have kids, or we have family, or we have cell phones. And so we are kind of 90% listening, but sort of not. And I've learned that when I have to do these, when I do these Zoom calls or when I meet people in person, Melanie has really helped me to set boundaries. I'm not really that great about setting boundaries when I meet with people, because I get so excited about hearing about people's story that I can be like, oh, they needed to talk for 2 hours. Well, that's great, but it's a little bit crazy to try to live my life and do a business when I'm meeting with everybody for 2 or 3 hours, that, just a potential customer or coach. So I have to be disciplined, and I remove distractions. I will turn off my phone in terms of, just make it silent, and any kind of things that could disturb me, so that I'm sending a message to the person I'm talking with or listening to, that they're the one that matters, and everything else can just wait for a little bit. The next point, it's really important that we empathize with people. Again, I met with a woman who is 75 pounds overweight, and she attributes her weight gain to the fact that she's been in a verbally abusive relationship. And I share that with you because after some initial conversation and after practicing these things, that is what came out in the conversation. And I personally have not had that experience. I've had other experiences. Many of you know I lost my first husband to cancer, and I have to tell you that this weekend is the anniversary of his death. And right before this call, one of my daughters burst into tears about this whole thing, and just about our life and how he's not here, and all that to say that